welcome to Making Moves. I'm Bill Milnes. It's good to have you with us. Today's show will be a little different than what you may be used to watching here on Making Moves. Our entire show is dedicated to the 2022 Jacksonville Bus Rodeo. This is a different kind of rodeo. There are no cowboys or cowgirls, no bucking broncos or rodeo clowns. Now, this rodeo is where JTA bus operators test their skills in 10 different maneuvers over a timed course, and where JTA mechanics race to find and fix mechanical defects on a bus. The competition is fast, furious, and fierce. Correspondent Vicki Pierre is covering the driving competition for us. Her report is coming up. But first, let's find out more about the long-running Jacksonville Bus Rodeo that is part sport, part festival, and part family reunion. JTA's best drivers and mechanics compete in various competitions. The winners of the local event then go on to compete against Florida's best in the state competition, where JTA has had tremendous success in recent years, including being named grand champions at the last state competition in 2019, before the pandemic shut the door on any kind of in-person event.
And this is really just showing how skilled they are doing their daily jobs.
The 2022 Jacksonville Rodeo took on a special significance when it was announced that for the third year in a row, both the state and international competitions were once again canceled. That news didn't seem to dampen the enthusiasm for the participants or the JTA leadership. The drivers' competition is always a fan favorite at the annual event, but it's also been a little predictable. One man, Ramon Farfan, has dominated the event for the past decade. Prior to Farfan's winning streak, Dennis Collins was the dominant figure, winning 9 consecutive years. Both Farfan and Collins were back this year and looking to add to their trophy cases. While Farfan and Collins were the obvious favorites to duel for the championship trophy, there were also 9 other drivers ready to stand tall and start their own legacy at the rodeo. So how did it play out? Well, Making Moves correspondent Vicki Pierre takes us to the course to find out who would reign supreme in 2022.
Back on the course and back behind the wheel. Drivers say it just feels good to be back.
You get to see a lot of the drivers you don't see every day, and it's the competition. Just the whole competition is good.
Even though COVID forced a delay to JTA's beloved rodeo.
We've been out of it for the last 2 years, so everybody's a little bit rusty.
I'm highly impressed with the skill set of both our operators. This is a great opportunity for them to show off what they do every day.
So let's begin with the friendly rivalry between powerhouse drivers Ramon Farfan and Dennis Collins. For the last decade, Farfan has won the top spot in the rodeo, and he's also earned 4 state championships and 1 international title. But before Farfan earned those victories, the man to beat was Dennis Collins, a more seasoned driver who won 9 consecutive years before Farfan began his streak. In spite of their rivalry, Collins will tell you Farfan has always been a good student.
Ramon and I are good friends, and when Ramon took interest to the rodeo, I helped him out a lot in showing him all the different things that needs to be done and how you drive the course.
And Farfan will tell you that Collins is an inspiration and that the two always learn from each other.
We help each other. We practice out here together.
But in the end, competition is competition. And this year, Collins was the first driver on the course, with Farfan next in line and watching closely. When he completed his run, Collins was satisfied with his effort, but he knew he had left some points on the course.
How you feel, Dennis?
I'm good. I messed up, but I'm good.
With Farfan and 9 other drivers to go, it was still anyone's competition to win. JTA CEO Nat Ford said the rodeo not only brings everyone together, but it also showcases the immense talent and expertise the authority has on its team.
What our operators encounter, our maintenance personnel, and this is really just showing how skilled they are.
It was now the defending champion's turn behind the wheel. With a steady run, Ramon Farfan did not disappoint. But was it enough to keep his title, or would Collins or one of the other newer drivers show out and outduel the king?
Of course, Farfan and Collins aren't the only drivers participating in the rodeo, and they know it isn't just about them showing off their skills. But they say this is also a chance for newer drivers to learn, grow, and get better at what they do every single day.
It's good to have new drivers always come in and compete because they have to start learning now.
Helps develop good driving skills on the course or on the road. It works both ways.
After all 11 drivers had done their best and left the track, it was time to announce the winners. The tension was building as it looked like another typical Collins-Farfan battle. Was this the year Dennis Collins regained his title as rodeo champion? Or would Ramon Farfan remain the man?
The first place bus operator winner is Ramon Farfan.
Congratulations to Ramon Farfan, who won for the 11th time the Jacksonville Rodeo Championship title. In La Villa, Vicky Pierre, JTA, Making Moves.
Welcome back to Making Moves. 3 years ago, during the last rodeo before the pandemic, a team called the Three Amigos won the Jacksonville Rodeo Maintenance Competition. A month later, became Florida Grand Champions by dominating the top maintenance teams from all across the state. But with the state competition still on hold and not able to defend their title, the Three Amigos pulled out of this year's Jacksonville event. That meant a new champion would be crowned for 2022. The only question was, would it be the Expendables or the Three Craftsmen? As Making Moves senior correspondent Eugene Lindsay reports, this hotly contested battle went down to the final event.
6 of JTA's mechanical and maintenance professionals are divided into 2 teams, the Three Craftsmen and the Expendables, squaring off in this year's maintenance rodeo competition. Both teams vying for bragging rights as this year's champion of JTA's maintenance division.
These 2 teams, they're really good mechanics. They're a solid team. They communicate well amongst each other. One team, the Expendables, has a little more experience as a team together, whereas the Three Craftsmen are kind of a new team.
And JTA's top official, CEO Nat Ford, was there to wish both teams good luck as they prepare to do battle in 5 maintenance categories.
Ready, set, go. Clear, clear.
And with that, the race was on for the Expendables.
Okay, I got 2 active codes.
What do you got?
559, injector metering rail.
Yep.
And the Three Craftsmen.
Hey, the brakes didn't apply. Pop your PP, boy.
I just released them.
Worked to find multiple defects planted at each challenge station.
Shut off on zone. Trying to get codes down.
These modules are designed to simulate the kind of machines these mechanics often work on and repair during their daily shift. Now they must identify, diagnose, and document a mechanical defect in record time.
At the end of the day, the clock is what causes the panic. The second you say go, their mind goes, okay, I've got to find all this in this amount of time, and adrenaline goes up because it's a competition. It's a friendly competition, but it's a competition nonetheless.
I don't have no codes, but the ABS light says on. Okay, no codes.
Fuel comes in right here. Are you pumping there?
But when it was all said and done,
The first place maintenance team is the Expendables, George McGarry, Gilberto Dorta, and Rudy Wells.
would reign supreme in this year's JTA Maintenance Rodeo. In Jacksonville, Eugene Lindsay, JTA, Making Moves.
With his win at this year's Jacksonville Bus Rodeo, operator Ramon Farfan continued his historic title run, winning his 11th local rodeo championship. I recently sat down with the champ to find out how he's been able to consistently beat out the competition and how his skills on the course translate to Jacksonville roadways.
When he's driving a JTA bus, he's badge number 1891. But whether they know it or not, passengers on Ramon Farfan's bus are riding with a legend. Farfan is the most decorated bus operator in JTA history. With his latest victory, he now has won the local Jacksonville Bus Rodeo 11 times.
The first place bus operator winner is Ramon Farfan.
It's quite the resume. But while he's confident about his driving abilities, Farfan doesn't talk much about his driving skills or competition success. But JTA's Chief Operating Officer, Charles Frazier, who oversees all of transit operations at the authority, knows exactly what Farfan brings to the JTA.
It's fantastic. As a senior operator, he actually sets the bar for what we want all of our operators to be doing in terms of skill set for operating a bus. He does it safely, he does it with precision, and he also does it with care.
Farfan joined JTA in June of 2000, and after watching others practice for the 2001 rodeo, he decided he would give it a try. 1 year later, Ramon Farfan entered his first rodeo competition.
In 2002 was my first year to competing, and I just kind of, you just get hooked on it. Because you see some of these other guys that have been here for years, they've been competing for years, and you see how good they are, and you just want to be as good, if not better than them. But I got Rookie of the Year, and it was exciting to be able to know that you could actually do some of those obstacles.
There are 10 obstacles in which the drivers must maneuver, and they have to do it in 7 minutes or less.
You have to take so much time per obstacle, and when you're sitting longer at an obstacle, your time is going by, so you have to kind of program yourself to not take no longer than a certain amount of time at one obstacle per, and then you just have to keep going, doing over and over and over.
Despite his hunger for the competition, it would be another 5 years before Farfan would compete again. In 2007, he got back on the bus and was ready to take on the course and compete against JTA's best. His expectations for victory? Tempered.
I didn't think I had a chance, but I had practice days before, and I thought, well, I might be top 3 or 4.
Farfan didn't finish 4th or 3rd. No, in only his second rodeo ever, Ramon Farfan went home with the gold. It began a streak that continues to this day. You see, since that fateful day 14 years ago, Farfan has entered 10 more bus rodeos, and he's won them all. He has also gone on to win 4 state championships, and in 2012 brought home the international title to Jacksonville. That's a total of 16 bus rodeo championships. So why does he keep doing it after so many victories? Farfan says it's simple.
I like competition. I like it. Now we help out the new guys that are coming in, the new operators. So
helping his fellow competitors improve their skills? Absolutely. Letting them take his title? Not quite yet.
Somebody's got to come and take it.
That's how Ramon Farfan, badge number 1891, does it. The legend continues.
Fire in the hole, here we go, Mr. Ramon! Ladies, submission.